You got into recording music in your home studio because you want your music to be heard by the world and you want to put out great music. And although it can be done, it's hard to get great recordings without having at least some type of acoustic treatment in your space. You know, we've talked about it before on the channel here that we want everything to sound tight. We want it to not sound like it was recorded in a bathroom or that you're playing guitar down a hallway, something of that nature. We want everything kind of focused. We can add effects in the mix, but we want everything as focused and tight as possible. We accomplish this with acoustic treatment. Now, here at Floodwater, I made DIY acoustic panels. You can see one right here behind me, and these panels were pretty inexpensive compared to buying professional panels and really simple to make after I got the swing of things. So honestly, these are 2-foot by 4-foot panels and they are 3 inches thick. Now, I used these lovely 1x3s to frame out all of my panels themselves. Now, the inside of the acoustic panel is this rock wool safe and sound insulation, which this insulation is actually 4 inches thick, but because my frame was only 3, it's kind of squished in there a little bit, making it a little bit more dense and helping with absorption for things. So what we have is the 1x3 frames. We have the rock wool insulation inside of it, and then on the back side of it, because I wanted to close it off, I wanted to make it look like a finished panel, not something that just kind of looked DIY and thrown, half together and put up on a wall. I had some leftover landscaping fabric, the material that they put down on flower beds to try and help weeds to not grow up into your flower bed. So I took that because it's porous. It still will allow sound waves to come in and things to escape as well. I put that on the back to cover. And then the face of it, I just bought a bulk set of black bed sheets off of Amazon and used bed sheets to cover everything. And just there's a lot of staples on the back, which you'll see here. So pulling in all the sides, making sure everything is tight and nice and smooth, folding in the corners, just trying to make it look, like I said, as professional as possible, because we're trying to make our music sound as professional as possible. So let's put the same amount of detail and care into our space as well. Now, again, like I said, it took me probably 2 or 3 panels to kind of get into a swing of things. But once I started and really got into that groove, so I have five of these panels on the wall. So I have 3 to my left and I have 2 to my right, only because of the light fixture that's in the middle of the ceiling, and it's not even in the middle. It's off center and it drives me nuts, but I love the light fixture. And I also have 2 clouds above me, and those I actually made a little bit bigger to help cover some surface area. So it took a little bit more insulation for those. Same size bed sheet. I think I got like king size sheets or queen size sheets, something like that. So I knew I had enough to do what I needed to do. But just trying to get this room still have some life in it, because I have wood floors, so there's still reflections here. I don't have quite parallel walls because I have slanted ceilings, but just trying to, like I said, tighten up that space just a little bit. And it ended up, once I got the hang of everything, it was like 15-20 minutes per panel, just because there's a lot of stapling involved. And the staple gun I had only holds so many, so I had to keep refilling it a lot. But super simple, pretty cost effective compared to buying professional panels or having somebody else make panels for you. But I highly suggest, if you're trying to improve your sound in your recordings, in your space, head to your nearest Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever store may be around you. Grab a few simple materials, a couple 1x3s, get some Safe and Sound or another insulation kind of like that. A package of Safe and Sound, you can get, it's 2x4 sheets. You get 12 of them per pack, and I think it's like $84 for a pack of Safe and Sound right now. So you have 12 acoustic panels if you make them 2x4 for less than $100. Throw in the wood, some staples, and some fabric, and you're probably going to be at around $120 maybe to get 12 acoustic panels that if you bought them by another company, it would cost you probably triple that, if not even more, depending on the company you went with. So definitely take a look into this. If you have any other questions about how I put these together, drop me a comment down here below. Again, I'll put what I used, everything down in the description as well. But I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this helps, and I hope you can go be a weekend warrior and go treat your space just a little bit more to make your recordings that much better. And, you know, since that's going to be the goal here, go record something. See ya.